Good morning, everybody. Good morning. This. Right there. I didn't pull it out. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Krista. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. You're gonna need your book 1, book 2, and some paper today. That's what you're gonna need, and a little bit of the internet. But I am not responsible for how this internet is acting. My stuff been going in and out all day. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Lauren. Hey. Good morning, T. Good morning, Tiffany. Good morning, TNT. You said, good morning, family. You just read my mind. I said, any minute now, Circa gonna come on. Hilarious. Don't be clocking me. I should have stayed off for another hour and a half. Don't act like, See, y'all be... Okay, you know the rest of it. Talking about any minute now, Circle about to come on. You let me have my time. You let me come on here when I want to. Lord Jesus, I can't do nothing without y'all being in my room. Hey, Auntie. Listen. You said, good morning. I read the Gospel of Bartholomew. And yeah. Cool. Yeah. It's real good. Real good. Mind blowing. Most of the stuff we read is mind blowing. Will you agree? We get to read things, and then God gives us the deeper meaning into what a lot of other people have already read. But that's what revelation is. You can read it, and I can read it, and 10 other people can read it, and God can give all of us a piece of it. That's the cool thing about revelation. Good morning, everybody. I was looking for you because the Holy Spirit told me it was coming on. Interesting. Well, I'm here. Good morning. And afternoon, depending on where you at. You said laugh out loud. Hey, Auntie. That's so crazy. I just checked about 15 minutes ago to see if you were on. Y'all gonna quit doing me like that. Don't be acting like y'all know my time schedule. Y'all don't. I could come on here at any given time. Thank you. I guess we've been around each other too long. Goodness gracious. Not y'all know what time I'm about to come on. Y'all can feel it in y'all bones. Not y'all telling me y'all can feel class in your bones after 2, 3, 4 years now. Hilarious. Oh, it makes me excited. You said I'm mad I have to catch the rewatch. I'm at work. I checked to see if you was on. Y'all are hilarious. Well, you gonna need your book 1. You said we attached at the hip. I just felt you was on. Hilarious. Get burning. Get your book 1 and your book 2. Go on and grab them and get you something to drink. Get you a hot drink and a cold drink and a pen and some paper. I tapped my phone and I got the notification from you. I said, that's what's up. I was waiting. Hilarious. Oh. You said, you can't leave us, Harpo. And you said in my Sophia voice. Did y'all see what I said? I said, yeah. I told y'all this about 3, 4 years ago. Y'all was like, "Tss, it's daylight and this is a flashlight." Listen, li- hello. But guess why? Listen, I'm just being funny. I'm joking, right? But I did used to tell people you gonna be looking for me in the daylight with a flashlight. I did used to say that to people. I did. I said it a lot. Okay, I did, cause that's how quickly I plan to disappear from their life. You hear me? And you know what's crazy? Hmm. I did. You said when you the dean, you never really lonely because there is always a WOIU all up in your business. Listen here, they should have make that a sound, please and thank you. Listen, but you didn't lie because we haven't did. Guess what? But can I tell you something? Do you feel the same way now? In this moment, in 20 and 25, do you feel like you you said your other alias is Carmen San Diego. That part, Mari. Listen, I think my daughter still has that as her ringtone on her phone. Yeah, I think she does. Do, 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 do. So you said, yeah, people gonna have to catch me when they can. But do you all feel like a light in a dark world now? You feel like you're a little seasoning on the spaces and in the spaces around you? Because you can offer information that other people don't have. There are people that are searching for you in the daylight with a flashlight too. Hello. Because they severed their ties from you, right? Because they thought the things that you were telling them a few years ago was ludicrous. They thought you were a part of a cult, right? That's what they told you. No, that you was part of a cult. Some of y'all still hearing that. But guess what? You are able to provide information before the news. In the coming moments and in the coming times, you will be a light in a dark world. You said my son actually said that. Listen, it's a real thing. Because there are people that thought you were talking nonsense a couple of years ago. I promise you, they did. They thought you was off the deep end, lost it, went down too many rabbit holes, pumpkin, and absolutely everything that you were trying to warn them about is happening right now. You said talking to my family. Hold on. You said talking to my family recently. I appreciate how God separated me from them for my own good. Come on. Come on. Listen. You said, man, that's why I be listening and doing my research and taking notes for real. Good job. Yeah, it's a real thing. You said waves light methodically to the Magic School Bus theme song. Come on. Come on, Mari and Iz. We done been on some adventures and we about to go on one today, as a matter of fact. You ready? That's why I said you're going to need your book 1. You're going to need your book 2. A piece of paper and a pen and a little bit of your Google. You hear me? this has to be AI, because to ask me if I read with all these books behind me is diabolical. So I'm gonna assume that's AI, because evidently you can't see but you can type. Weird. Are these called ojos? These are ojos, right? You need to use these that are in your cabeza. Don't just use these. Use your ojos. Hello. Crazy. You said I got the books, pen, water, paper, and blanket ready. Listen. Okay. You said they corrected themselves and meant to ask, are you read? Okay. Sorry if I was being mean then. Listen. God has been tap dancing on my forehead. If y'all can't tell, I'm a little uneasy at times. Okay. You hear me? So I'm human. And I'm telling you right now, again, the throat chops and all of that, I get it as well. I have to go through it twice. I tell y'all that. I have to get it from myself, then I got to teach y'all. And even if it ain't nothing I'm going to be teaching right now, he checks me every day. And sometimes it don't feel good. Or am I just by myself with it? When God be tap dancing on your forehead telling you about you, it don't always feel good. And sometimes you don't want to. You be like them. No, I hear you. I heard what you said. Listen, I heard you, Dad. Dang. I mean, not dang, but you said me all class yesterday. Hilarious. Well, my toes is down here doing like this. Listen. Here we go. You said oops upside your head. I said oops upside your head. This part, Mari. Constantly, too. You know how sometimes you be just wanting him to comfort you. He said, I said, listen. Now. Okay. I'll tell you, I will. I'll tell you. I said, okay. Okay, I hear you. Okay, I will. Listen. You ever been thumped in the middle of your forehead? Not forehead, your forehead. Have you ever been, like, you got an uncle or somebody, a big brother that used to just, like, it sting for a while. It don't just go away right away. It be tender. You hear me? Real tender right there. It be real tender. And so then you be like, why would you do me like that? Like, why? Right. Right. Get your act together. I did used to thump my kids. Real good. Pay attention. Are you listening? It's effective. Listen. You said, listen, to gotta go. It's 30. It's 39 degrees. Wow. You said woo that thump and then them nudges. Come on. You said, and I know you got strong fingers too. Ooh, not as strong as they used to be, but did. Did. Baby, listen. Thump you real good. Ah! Get your act together. Are you listening? Hey, pay attention. I said stop, and I'm not going to tell you one more time. After this, you're going to be in, you already know. Don't play with me. Don't get in this store and embarrass me. Don't touch nothing. Don't ask for nothing. I already got my list of what I'm going to get. Don't ask for nothing in this store. You cut up, and I'm cut up with you. Do you understand? Yes. Oh, okay. Ah, baby. Baby, I'll cut my eye. This part real here, right here, it'll get a whole grown person together. This meat right here, under your arm right here. This right here. Hi, pumpkin. This right here. This right here. You come in right at the perfect times. Did I used to holler across to that park and get them kids together over there? You come in at the right time. You was a teenager. Did I used to? Hey, you come here. You, me, you, and all the way up to the young adults. And I wasn't number 20. You said lickety split. Y'all hear that? Come here. What is you doing? Come over here. What is your name? You said at that point we all came and did. And did. And did. Hey, what is y'all doing up? Everybody just, well, we was the little ones too. My mama said, who was your mama? Get your life together. Baby, I was telling everybody what to do. Listen here. Is these your kids? You know what they over here doing? Now, I'm going to watch them, but you need to make sure you peeking out your window sometimes because they be out here cutting up. Baby. You told them quick right into, listen, because we going to have a peaceful place around here. We're not going to have all that going on. We're not going to be having all of that. God says I can bring peace with me and order, law and order. Law and order. I get to bring them two with me. So come on. And where there's law and order, baby, there's peace. Do you hear me? We going to keep this together. This is what we going to do. Mm-hmm. Quick, fast, and a hurry. I don't like chaos. You said cracks with Mari. I said sit down. I said don't say nothing else. Be quiet. Don't do this no more. And will. And will and do. They would not, yeah. I'm not playing with you. You get in here. This grown folks too, Jamila. Not just the kids. Grown folks. I'm for real. Grown folks too. Hold on. No, baby. You're not going to come over here with all of that. I don't care what's going on. You can't. No. This is what I'm going to tell you. Now, you do what you want to, but not over here. Take it over there. If you can't come over here acting like you got some sense, don't come to my... Baby. My niecey boo was in here. She just told you. I was only 27. I'm telling 50-year-old, 60-year-old, come here. I need peace around me. Listen, I can't. My jobs and everything, y'all. We don't use the gifts that... Okay. How many of you be irritated at work? Raise your hand. Whether you work from home, whatever. How many of you be irritated at work? Or after you get off, you're not in the right spirit? Take you a minute to calm down. Oh, you did not have to put up that many hands. You don't even have that many hands. Okay. How often, and be honest, in a week do you complain about your job? Whether you say it or think it. You said I literally laid my face on the bathroom floor today. Oh no. You said you're not gonna cut up over here, and you're not. You're gonna have some manners. You said almost every day. When I was a full-time student, almost every shift. Okay, every day thinking, every minute of the hour. You know what? Job is easy. It's the people. I ain't just talking about the job. I'm talking about everything that comes along with it. Whether it's the people, the job, whatever. You know what I mean. Okay. Okay. How many times in a day do you ask God to joy, um, community, whatever it is? Do you ask Him to do that more than you complain about what's wrong in a day? And when you ask Him, do you ask Him while irritated, or do you try to calm yourself and then speak those words into your workplace? So you ask in frustration, and then you think peace is going to be the outcome? You said number 2. Okay, let me show you something. Can you please get down here? I need some help. 1. God, can you please change my situation? I know you see what's going on. And you said that wherever I'm at, I can call peace and joy there. Can you help me? Yes, I'm angry. Yes, I'm frustrated. Yes, this person hurt my feelings, made me feel embarrassed, lied on me, whatever it is, but can you help me? I can't change nobody else, but can you change me? Difference? You said, I know you gave a disclaimer earlier, but geez, you just whipped me in the shade right there. Oh, you said I always try to calm down and give people benefit of the doubt because they're probably going through something. Okay, I'll try to do this from now on. I've never prayed so much in my life. Okay. You said I've cried today already. Okay. I'm just saying. Hey, Queen. Would you always want somebody asking you for something and they're irritated? I'm just going to go back to bed. Stay out of my business, Auntie. Sorry, Auntie. I mean, think about it. If every single time somebody asks you for something, they had an attitude, you said, okay, let me put on some extra armor. You said, get out my Uber rides, because that was my conversation last night and last week, because I had to change perspectives. Because so many people don't have a job and don't work because they can't. Uh-oh. 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 Gave opportunities to make money. Okay. And God gave you opportunities to make. Okay. You said I'm over here checking myself at work. Okay. It's a real thing. Sometimes we tell people around us, around us, that they're ungrateful for the things that we do for them. But are we ungrateful for the ways, for the things that God does for us? Who's in a place where it's cold? Good morning, Isabel. Who's in a place where it's cold? You said going through that right now, listening while folding clothes, like, God, really? And thank you. Okay. Are your lights on? I got people. You said crashing out in the building because the parking lot didn't get plowed. Just ridiculous. Uh-oh, Auntie. Uh-oh, I asked God during a hard time, how much more can I take? Frustration. He showed me immediately how much more. And all I could do was laugh. That part. Glad I'm folding clothes. I was happy folding at first. Now I'm mad folding. Wow. Okay. Okay. You have got to learn to be thankful and grateful. We all do. Excuse me, y'all. Thankful and grateful for every single thing that God already has done for you when you wake up. Come on. Come on, Mari. You said low 40s and raining. Tide's been hitting different. Come on. Come on. Hurts to be put in your place, but grateful. How many things did he bless you with this morning? Huh? Well prepared. You said, well, here we go. Come on. Are you breathing? Even if you got to add some extra to your eyes, can you see? Huh? Even if your legs don't work the way that you want them to, or even if you don't have legs, can you get around? Do you have a chair? If your arms and legs don't work, is there a way for you to still do what you need to do? Huh? If you won't hear your heart beating, if you won't hear, you either got some good Wi-Fi and your phone bill is paid. Hello. Or God bless you with an arrangement. One of the two. Oh my God, Tia, stay out of my business. I was just thinking of this yesterday. Listen, come on. Hey, you said I can't even. He's giving me today. Hey, Rika. Okay. Hello. Seems like your internet bill paid too. No? Huh? Something? I shouldn't be complaining because this month makes 30 years of being an amputee. But you said, God be the glory. I'm done complaining. Come on, auntie. That ain't stopped you from doing nothing you want to do. Not a thing. Yeah. Not nothing. Hello. People are praying to be in our exact situation and circumstance. I know I was praying for what I'm in now. Okay. Auntie said nothing. Okay. My breath, my mobility, my work. Okay. You got some clothes on your back? You said, and your work still ain't done. Work it, Lucy. Come on. You said, oh, okay. You got some kind of clothes? Even if you don't got a super warm coat, you got some clothes on? You got some drawers on? You got you a t-shirt or something on? Do you? Now, if you in bed, do you got a cover on? But you know what I'm saying. Is there something covering your flesh at this moment, right now? Huh? If you want some water, can you go get some? Right now, where you at, if you need to go and get up and grab some water or wash your hands, or can you do that? Is there a place for you to use the restroom? If you need to wash, even if you got to take a whole bath, is there a place for you to wash your parts? I don't care if it's a bathroom in a public, because I didn't have to do it. Go into a gas station and wash up, honey, when I was homeless in my car with some warm water. Thank you, Jesus. Here we go. Is it a place? Huh? Come on. Tell me what time you woke up this morning, roughly, with the wet wipes and the hygiene products. Mari, come on. Come on. You're welcome. Tell me what time roughly you woke up. About 6:45, 8 a.m., 5 a.m., 5 a.m., 9:52, 7:30, 7:30, 3:30, 5:30, 6 o'clock, 3:33, 3:45, about 3. Oh, okay. Okay. 7:25, 5:26, 35, 30, 2:30, 3:30, 6:15, 4:12, 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 8 p.m. yesterday, 5 a.m., 6:15, 4:12, 8 o'clock. Okay, 5:50. Got it. 4 a.m., 5:15, 2 a.m., 7, 5:50. Tell me how many breaths you've taken since then. Inhales and exhales, how many? If absolutely nothing else, how dare you let the breath that's keeping you alive complain, and you don't even know how many breaths you've taken since you got up. All you need to miss is one good one, and we don't see you no more. How many breaths do you use to complain about what God has already given you is not enough? I just How many times your heart had a beat since your eyes opened and you said, "Ooh, let me get up for work"? How many times has the blood in your body made the circulation since you got up and started moving around? Through your heart, through the ventricles, through your lungs. Hello. Yep, Paula. Huh? That make you think differently about what you was complaining about last night and this morning when you got up? And how you scoffed at God and thought that he should give you more? We cannot even count the breaths and how many times that our heart has taken a beat since we got up, and we have the nerve to complain. Excuse me. We don't know how many detrimental pathogens have entered our body, and he gave our immune system the ability to fight it off, and we want to complain about a car cutting us off. He can count them, but we can't. How many times that your ears have picked up sound? Hello. How many different neurons are still firing in your brain? We don't. If you can, how many muscles have to move for you to wave your hands and tell God thank you? How many different systems in your body have to go together? Your tendons, your ligaments, your muscles, all of that. Come on. Bones being able to move with come on now. How many muscles you got to use? You got to use your back muscles, your shoulders, you got whole muscle systems in your body that have to work for you to even flip somebody off. CERCA. I might not complain, but I don't give Dad enough praise for how much he loves me and does for me every day. Just speaking takes a lot of muscle strength from the inside. Come on, Mediville. Hello. To bend over so that you can pray. Muscles, tendons, ligaments. To get up. You said slowly walks in with head down. I'm going to stay in the back today because I see what kind of class this is. Good morning, D. Good morning, Georgia. You said, why you over here again? This was me this morning. Uh-oh. You said, yeah, I need to do, but I'm just saying. We can find 70,000 things to complain about, but we ain't went through thank you for every breath that I done had today. Do you thank him after every one? Because all it takes is one, and it's a wrap. When you find yourself wanting to complain about how life is, it's easy to do. We human. We don't have infinite knowledge. We don't understand the amazing things that God wants to give us every day. I saw a polar bear animals babies giving praise. I need to do better. Uh-oh. One muscle to smile and 72 muscles to frown. Puts it all in perspective. Uh-oh. Oh, 72 muscles to frown? It was 72 spirits that came and talked to, oh, MG. What? Right, Queen. It was 72 evil spirits that came, and they said that you can see the countenance of a demon. Also, I love this class. Here. Mwah. Mwah. And what do people say when the liquor hit their stomach, when they get on something, or when they about to tear somebody up, baby, them eyes, the muscles in the face. Oh, wow. And we know that all the negative emotions are tied to an evil spirit. Baby, y'all be doing something around here. There's only one source of joy and happiness, right? Which is God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit. They all one. So y'all just go. Interesting. Wow. Ah! You said, okay, I'm on. Rika. Wow. Went to sleep and woke up with a heavy heart, but study scripture for God's provision. That part. Yeah, baby. Rika. And normally when a person's facial expression changes, you can tell if they're sad, depressed, angry, enraged, being sneaky. Oh my goodness. Oh man. That's interesting. Sitting in the hospital these past couple of days, this is all I was thinking about. Interesting. I love it here so much. Me too. I love our class. Anybody else love We Outside International University, established in the year 22? Anybody else? I love it here. It's a little crazy, but that's why we outside. You said I need to rewatch class from yesterday. Listen, I absolutely love this class and the people who attend this part. We have the best class. Do. You said love it so bad. We have the best class on the planet. Hands down. We do. It's a lot of wiggling toes around here. You said hands, feet, knees, and toes full of love. That part, absolutely love it. Come on. You listen. Toes just be wiggling. That don't blow y'all mind that it's 72 muscles that you have to use to frown. And there were 72 evil spirits that came and told about how they make men not happy. That's mind-blowing. And then the Bible says that you can see the countenance or what's on the inside of a person. Demons inhabit people, and they use their bodies as meat suits. What in the world? You said, I love it too. I love coming here. I look forward to it, seeing everybody. Me too. Do you see how this works? It's mind-blowing when you get to look at this stuff. And we was... Listen, it's okay. Pigs in the parlor. He came and set the captives free. Man. Well. That just made all of these books, right? TikTok, I am not trying to sell these books. These are a part of our class. The Dictionary of Demons, the Encyclopedia of Spirits, the Dictionary of Angels, and we got one more. Oh, the Encyclopedia of Demons and World Religions. That makes these books make sense. Even just now, we didn't have these books for years. Tell me that don't make these books have a whole new meaning. Or am I tripping? The Encyclopedia of Demons, the Dictionary of Angels, including the Fallen Angels, the Encyclopedia of Spirits, the Dictionary of Demons, the Ultimate Guide to the Magic of Fairies, Genies, Demons, Ghosts, Gods, and Goddesses. In every scary movie that we watch, if there's an evil spirit present, the person's face change when it show up. It's the first way you know that there's an entity there. And there's 72 demons that... This ain't even where I was going today. But they was a part of what we was going to read. It's real crazy. Interesting. So, I got several book ones here. Because I brought out my old one. And my new one. So I gotta be careful when I close this. Boom, boom, boom. Do that. Okay. Let's just go real quick right back here. That is just mind blowing me. Can y'all go to book 1, page 942, just real quick? We're not gonna stay over here long, but here we go. Mari already made his way to the bus. He holding the door open for y'all. Come on. Page 942. Y'all remember this when we first started this? Look how he just keep bringing stuff full circle every single time. Huh? Right. Here we go. Then, since death was androgynous, he mixed with his nature and begot 7 androgynous sons. These are the names of the males: jealousy, wrath, weeping, sighing, mourning, lamenting, and tearful groaning. And these are the names of the females: wrath, grief, lust, sighing, cursing, bitterness, and quarrelsomeness. They had intercourse with one another, and each one begot 7, so that they total 49 androgynous demons. How many of you have ever been jealous? Okay. How many of you have unleashed your wrath on somebody? Okay. Just gonna have to be honest there. Listen, okay. What about, have you ever had a time of weeping? Okay. What about sighing? Ugh. Ugh. Mm. Mourning. Have you ever mourned anything? Again, me. You said hands and feet. I just did it too. Hilarious. Okay. Have you ever had to lament or had a time of lamenting or lamenting? Okay. Tearful groaning. That's when you crying and the hurt is so deep you can't even get no words out. You had any tearful groaning and the only thing that comes out is sound. You ever been hurt like that? And even the thought of it will make you grab your stomach and almost have to catch your balance because the pain that you experience is that deep. And you can't even, sometimes it is just, yeah, okay. All right. So we know that you didn't been wrathful. What about grief? You can grieve several things. Relationships, a position. You said I cried so hard and then I fainted. I didn't even know how to faint. Interesting. Deep grief. Okay. Woo. Lust. Created an avenue for it. Did. 9:42. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. We already did sign. Now, this cursing is wishing bad on people. Not too much in my life, but I have. I didn't do that a lot, but I have wished bad on people. So if you do it once, it's the same thing. Have you ever wished bad on somebody? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. All right. Have you ever been bitter about being treated unfairly? Yes, for a very long time, and even up until recently, I didn't even know I was bitter. I'm gonna put these hands up. You said, look at the time. Mm. Okay. Have you ever been quarrelsome? You gonna start an argument. You gonna start something and you gonna finish it. Lucas, please go away. Let me say all of the above. Guilty. You said I'm running out of hand and feet. That part. You said, ooh, me. Okay. So part of this assignment that we didn't even know was going to be an assignment, but we're going to call it an assignment today is I need you to write these down. Now, some of these are doubles, right? We got it. Okay, good. There's a female and male part of it. With that, guess what I need y'all to do? I need you to write down how long you let yourself stay in each one of those states, which means you allowed a parasite, me too, of a spirit to attach to you and ride alone. You said, Lord, years. You said, eek, ooh wee. You allowed the parasites of wrath, grief, lust, sighing, cursing, bitterness, quarrelsomeness, jealousy, weeping, sighing, mourning, lamenting, and tearful groaning to stay. You said, girl. Well, just how long did you carry your parasites from the spirit? Your spiritual parasites? Because I was here, yes, about 40 years. 45 years. Uh-oh. Well, go on and jot it down. See what I mean? Go on and just... You always felt overwhelmed or didn't have no energy, maybe because the demons that was attached to us was sucking it all out. Could this be why we was all depressed at different times? I just did a video about the letting it go. It can't be a part of you no more. Interesting. Interesting. We was never even supposed to be over here, Rika. We was going somewhere else. And then somebody said something about one thing to smile and 72. And I thought about the 72 demons, and we just got over here. This ain't even where we was going. So, right on then. We right there together. I guess, because we was supposed to be... The stuff that's marked on here ain't got nothing to do with this. Well, there's a part of it, but not much. So, I know he got us all in the same space. I get it. I do. I'm grateful for it. You said I just wrote in my journal as... Interesting. Wrote about it. What Dad said, it's me, hello. It's me, hello. That part, hello. Right. Listen. Now you understand why I don't want to be around nobody that want to siphon no energy or don't want to add thought, or they only want to bring crazy energy to me, because look at what happens when we all be on one accord. You said parasite cleanse took a different meaning. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What you just said? Hello. You said can't be a servant and serve your unrighteous feelings at the same time. Come on, in my Cardi B voice. Listen, Mari. Thumps on the head. You said I got my grief book in my lab right now. Uh-oh. Listen. Now we know why if you let yourself stay in those things, you don't get to go to heaven. Because demons can't go to heaven. Hello. I really believe there is a connection between parasites and demons, of course. They are a parasitic race. They have to inhabit you in order to survive, of course. Parasites use the host. What do demons do? Parasites suck up or eat up all the energy. When you get depressed, I mean, if you have rage, they take all your energy. If you, whatever. If a demon of addiction gets on you, depending on what it is, it absorbs, like the person doesn't even look the same anymore. It literally like sucks the life out of you, whatever it is. You said, Father, forgive me. I mean, every day I learn how. I'm so far away from heaven. Listen, I tell this to my family and they be like, I'm doing too much. Well, here we go. I'm just saying. Can you keep my stepdaughter in prayer? She's expecting her first baby and her fiance passed unexpectedly in a hunting accident. We've been busy. Yes, Orvaline, auntie. This is like the third person. Yes, I am sorry to hear that. And I am offering my condolences to your family. My goodness. Definitely be praying for her. They ride with you until they can't after entering a certain threshold. Listen. Mari, the vision of Paul. Mari. Everybody says so sorry to hear that, Auntie. The vision of Paul, when we take it up to that certain level, and the demons and the angels, right? They come to see if any of their stuff is in you. That's a different thing. Everybody is saying sorry for your loss. Yes. Think about that. All the stuff that you thought you was going to, you said vision of power got me in a chokehold, right? All the stuff that your body concealed, right? When you leave this earthly body, when this drops, the spirits that have been inhabiting your body and helping you are going to come and check and see if some of their stuff. So these is the spirits that's coming right here. These ones: jealousy, wrath, weeping, sighing, mourning, lamenting, tearful groaning, and then grief, lust, sighing, cursing, bitterness, quarrelsome, and the like. This is why God said, get it right, get it out, forgive, let it go. Because if you don't, you can't go to heaven. That's because those demons cannot enter heaven. Not the part that is going to be a place of rest and peace and provision for all eternity. They can't enter that place. So if you don't let them out, y'all don't think that's a different thing? It sounds like they tearing up something. Makes sense. Who brought quarreling to heaven? Who brought jealousy to heaven? Who brought weeping to heaven? You said, aren't they the same spirits that left Solomon with his demise prophecy in the Testament of Solomon? Mm-hmm. He brought all of these things: bitterness, cursing. He lusted after God's power. Do you realize all of those things there are characteristics or attributes or whatever that Lucifer has? So God said, yeah, those things are not going back. They already got kicked out before. You said loosey goosey. Think about it. They don't get to go back. And those things belong to him. So if we don't let that go, it can't go back to heaven. It was already hurled out. Exactly. Now I see why he said the elect is going to barely make it in. Hello. I asked God again to move out and take away everything and everyone that isn't supposed to be in my life because I want to have a chance. Listen, to get into heaven. That vision of Paul hit different. Girl, didn't it? Let's make your whole neck snap back. I'll be right back. Yeah, that vision of Paul is different. Sorry, y'all. The liquids is liquid. Ooh. All right. Well, listen. If you think this is how you know God ain't playing, that's why when I started asking questions in church and they kept wanting to look here, this my soul on the line. You playing. God keeps leading me to this stuff, and it must be for a reason. That's what I used to tell them, and they was like, "No, that's not of God." Man, I'd have been so. If I would have listened to them people, I'd be so sad right now. I'd be so sad right now. Ah! You hear me? To yeah, I'd be sad. You said, man, it's tough to get in it right. I'd be real, real sad if I listen to them people. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'd be sad. Excuse me, CC Winans. Not you just broke the original OTP, girl. Be cool.
Songs shout amen. We can even perform miracles. And I remember hearing that scripture growing up in the church, and I was like, oh my God, Lord, your word is saying, even I prophesied in your name. I cast out devils. I did this, and they stood before you, and you said, I never knew you? Oh no. I've been in church too long to get up there and he say, what's your name? No, God, you know me. I'm Sissy. Come on, you know me. I got 17 Grammys. Y'all, that's not gonna count. You need to understand that God is not impressed with your gifts. He gave them to you. I'm known all over the world for my music, but I'm only known by Jesus by my relationship with him. So I'm not doing all this to go to hell. I'm not doing that. This word doesn't change for anybody. It stays the same. Thank God it stays the same.
Hello. It don't matter how long you've been in church if you didn't live it for real. Not just when you at church. Not just when you at the convention or the convocation or the all night meeting. It's no. What did you live outside? When people interacted with you, what did they know you as? Were you kind? Were you long suffering? Did they see Jesus in you at all? Because you can't be completely callous and you connect to the Father. That's not a real thing. Because his love softens you even when you don't want to be softened. Hello. Even when you don't want to love people that have not loved you correctly, the Holy Ghost will make you. It'll unction you. It'll come on. You gotta be nice. You gotta treat them right. But God, what I say? And even when you do cause hurt, it'll mess you up. You said, fine, Maury. You said, and will. Isabel, come get your car. He said, fine. Even when they treat you badly. Come on. You said, you're right. You can't stay the same if God get a real, and when you, no, auntie, you can't. Come get him. He over here throwing a whole fish, shaking his shoulders and everything. Man, swinging his arms real hard. Talking about fine. You said, you're right. Mike, you said, how is it every time I need to be corrected, you have the exact message I need to be corrected on? Listen, I don't know. Queen said, ouch. Uh-oh. 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 You said it beats on your mind when you're trying to be stubborn to his will. Ooh, you said that was me yesterday. Uh-oh, here we go. So we is family? We is? Is that what y'all saying? We is family? Listen, you said, why do I feel like crying? Girl. Cause I did. Why I always gotta be nice to people that's nice to me? He said, because. But I said, loved it. Because I thought he was gonna give me a different answer. You know how a kid come and ask you something in several different ways, but they asking the same question? Yeah, I know. To those of you who got little brothers and sisters, kids, nieces, nephews, somebody, grandkids, you know how they come and they think of a new way to ask the same question, thinking you gonna give them a different answer, and you just keep saying the same thing, but then you start telling them the same answer in a different way. We are family, Auntie Judy. Look, I said, I'ma just tell y'all the names. Okay, so this was December 2nd at 7:17. 7 is completion, 17 is victory. Would you like to know what my devotional was? The bait of anger. That was the first devotional. The bait of anger was the first devotional at 7:17. God said, you're going to overcome this. He said, oh my goodness, that's my son asking over and over again. Okay. Because I said something, right? The first devotional was the bait of anger, right? I'm going to just read them. It says, my beloved daughter, I know that there is much happening in the world to get angry about. However, anger is a trap set by the enemy of your soul. If you take the bait of anger, you will become bitter. And nothing good is ever birthed out of bitterness, my beloved. So when you feel angry, cry out to me and confess that anger. I am the one who can handle your heart and walk you through the battlefields of rage. I will teach you how to live a life free from the destruction anger brings. You can be at peace as you learn to trust me, to deal with all those who have hurt my girl. Love, your heavenly Father. Fools vent their anger, but the wise quietly hold it back. I was just the child you said and said the same thing. Okay. Proverbs 29:11. Starting today, I will let God deal with those who have hurt me and others, because his discipline is far greater than my revenge. I hand over to my God what is out of my control and stop allowing the pain of others to control my anger. I hand over any bitterness I have and ask my God to give me peace and compassion. I know my God is my greatest defender, so I choose to allow him to defend me always. What do I use for my daily devotion? A book called, what is it called, y'all? The pink one. His Princess Every Day. His Princess Everyday Devotional by Sherry Rose Shepherd. His Princess Everyday. Okay, that's the first one, right? Quit letting people control how you move around here. You know better, okay? Then I was like, okay, whatever. Y'all want to see how he popped me in my head at 7:17 a.m. because I went on and got another page because I thought that he was going to do something else and say something to comfort my heart after he thumped me on my head. Who want to know what the next one was? In the same minute. Okay? In the same minute. He said, first you going to overcome this attitude. I mean, not attitude, this anger. You're going to overcome it. You're going to get it. I will handle those people that have hurt your feelings or did whatever. I will get them. It's not your job. The next thing, honey, today's love letter in the same 60 seconds after anger is attitude. Attitude was in the same in you can't be mad and not have an attitude. Hello? Can you? Most people that I know that is angry have an attitude. Do they not? He said, mink, mink, you ain't. Baby, I said, I am not. He said, oh, okay. Here we go. I know how hard it is for you to keep a good attitude and a tender heart in a harsh world. Tender. It's tenderism. Your heart have to have some tenderism on it. Whew. But I need you to be the light in the darkness instead of the one who chooses to give in to negativity. I ask you this as your loving Father to keep you from falling into a pit of despair. It gets hard when bad days happen and when you cannot have something you really want. Remember, it is possible for you to act like my daughter. It is impossible for you to act like my daughter without my help. Just like you, every girl in the Bible who did great things for my kingdom needed my help. So when you feel mad or hurt or disappointed, come to me and ask me to give you a heart that will show everyone you are mine, and I will help you keep a good attitude. Huh? Ready? And now, dear brothers and sisters, one final thing. Fix your thoughts on what is true, honorable, right, and pure, and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. What will keep you angry and with the attitude? If you keep thinking about what made you mad, about how you were treated unfairly. You said needed that right now after yelling at my son. Uh-oh. If you think on things that are true, honorable, right, pure, lovely, and admirable, you won't stay mad. You won't keep an attitude. Because you can't think about good things and have an attitude or be angry. Get up off the floor. I can feel y'all sliding down the wall. Get up. Stand up. I had to. Because we ain't done. Hello. Starting today, I will not give in to any thought that causes me to spiral into deep darkness. I know it gets hard sometimes, and it's not always easy to have a good attitude through it, but I will fix my mind on God and allow Him to ease the worry or struggle so I can have a better attitude. Ow. He said, well, I needed that after being mad at my husband. Listen, but it hurts to get up. I know! He didn't throw me on my head twice in the same 60 seconds. We ain't done. Because I went on and did my studies because I had a little altitude at that time too. And so then I said, I'm going to go back. and see right before I came out here, I'm gonna go back and see what else he got to say. Now that I done went and did me a little study, you know how they'll go and try to straighten up their room and say, look, I cleaned my room. Right? I took a nap, Mama. Right? Because you didn't thump them, whoop them, and got them together because they've been cutting up. Baby, he said, oh, I'm not done. Because I done looked under the bed and seen something else. You didn't pull that stuff out from under there. Don't do that, Lord. Go away, Noah, please, and thank you. You just came in here about 30 minutes ago. We don't do that over here. Just do it on your own page. Thank you. Today's love letter at 9:23. So it's been 2 hours. I left it alone for 2 hours. I let it alone for 120 minutes. Okay, I said, you know what? Maybe you're not in the right mood this morning. I'm just trying to talk to you, so I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna just go on and study for about 2 hours, and then I'll come back and see what you got to say about that. Right? Maybe you're being changed. You said, okay, I'm getting up. I just needed a breather. Okay. The next one at 9:23 a.m. Okay. Today's love letter is honor. This is 2 hours later now. My beloved daughter, I know you live in a world that does many dishonorable things, and that breaks my father's heart. I'm asking you to become a woman of honor by your actions and reactions. Action, reaction. By your actions and reactions towards others. You are not of this world, so I don't want you to allow the attitudes and actions of those in this world to mold you. I want you to be the one who leads. I want to be the one who leads you to sorry, y'all. I want to be the one who leads you to live a life of. Make it bigger, girl. There we go. Sorry. I want to be the one who leads you to live a life of honor that is a reflection of my grace and love for mankind. Look to me, not to man, and you will find what is truly worthy of honor. Love your father. Don't copy the behavior and the customs of this world, which means you have to be nice when people are mean to you. But let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. Starting today, I know my choices and actions are seen. So I choose to walk in honor that will reflect my Father's heart. I will only be molded by God, who will use my heart to reach someone around me. I choose to let my God show me what is honorable, and I choose to honor it. Yeah, I said, I'm going to give him a minute. He said, oh, I wasn't done. I said you gonna love them. I said you gonna leave it alone. I said you gonna be nice. If they did you wrong and they come back around, you still gotta be nice to them. But and you can't have an attitude while you do it. Yeah! Mink. This part. You, huh? I said I was gonna let you cool off. I went in, I did my studies. I thought, oh, so you see. You said being made in his image is work for real. Yes. You said I need that exact devotional because what, right? You said in my Jennifer Hudson voice, but what about me in my dream girls? Right. But what about me? Wait. I definitely need this right on time. Listen. Sometimes when I'm aggressive, this is why. You said man down, call the ambulance. Right, right. And then y'all gonna say, I knew you was about to come on here, which I was in there when he was thumping me in my head too. Can I have some privacy, please? We knew you was about to come on. Leave me alone. I just, how your brother and sister walk by you and smirk at you when you just got a whooping and they didn't. Like, that's how I be feeling. And that's when I'm about to elbow you into the wall. I'm sorry. Leave me alone. Trip your butt. Go away. I said leave me alone. Then y'all want to throw something at me like I didn't just go. You said putting clothes. Listen. You said putting clothes up is hard. You said putting clothes up is hard. It's hard. Oh, putting the clothes up as hard as you can. Yeah, right. And then you gonna come on here and tell us what he said so he can thump us in the head too. Right. Yes, Nisi Pooh. Here go your thump on your head too. It's almost like, who didn't wash the dishes? They didn't clean the bathroom. You said first clothes whispering underneath my breath. Fist clothes whispering underneath my breath. That part. You hear me? Who didn't clean this kitchen? And they didn't clean the bathroom either. You told them to clean it. I was gonna clean the kitchen, but I was in there telling them to clean the bathroom, and they didn't want to clean it. And I knew you was gonna be mad because you told them to clean the bathroom and they did it. We all about to get in trouble. Hello. I ain't about to be the only one. You sound like me, girl. Shoot. You told them I couldn't do my part in the kitchen because you told them to go stack the dishes, and then I was supposed to wash them and rinse them, and then they were supposed to put them up and dry and drown, and then they were supposed to sleep before. I couldn't do my part until they did their part. I kept telling them to go in there and scrape the dishes and stuff, and they didn't want to do it. I couldn't do my part until they did their part. We all about to get in trouble together. You ain't only about to be beating on me. We was all supposed to clean this house. You was supposed to do the living room, and you was supposed to do the den, and you was supposed to vacuum. You didn't do it. We all gonna get a whooping. You say, oh Lord, I hear you. My kids aren't perfect because I'm not. I'll calm down thing. Uh-oh. Stay out of my room, and we do not have to have none of these conversations. That's all I'm gonna say. You said I told them, but they didn't listen. That part. We're all in this together. I don't know the rest of it. That's the only part I know. So, get your houses in order. Get your section together. Hello. He gonna be like, CERCA, what you do? I'm gonna be like, did you see this over there? Look, Dad. You said I was definitely on that with my cousins because we all in this together. You said that I clean the kitchen, but do you see? Do you see right there? They didn't do what they were supposed to do either. Antoinette, listen. Them. See right there, Dad? See? Them. Right there. See? Them. Them right there. They didn't. You want me to go get the belt? We all gonna get a whooping. Who gotta go first? You said I've been going at it with my daughter, and I guess this means I need to calm down. We all gonna get a whooping. Everybody, you wanna go get a switch? A big one or a little one? We on that today. You said don't point me out like that to that is. You said I need one at this point. Listen, we is all in this together, all of us. Yeah, ain't about the. And it's giving Nanny McPhee, and you're the boy that made sure everyone got in trouble with. Yeah, I ain't about to be the only one getting no whooping, and we all in here tearing this kitchen up. I definitely got bopped on my head. Listen, no, we was all in here pretending to make a cake. I ain't about to be the only one just because I'm taller. And I had to stand in the chair to get stuff that you was mixing. You broke the eggs. You melted the butter and let it burn the bowl. And you was supposed to get the flour up off the floor, and you didn't. We all in here because you ate some of the cake too. Don't you was mixing? You was supposed to rinse the bowl, and you no. No. Uh-uh. Mm-hmm. We all was in here messing up. We all about to clean. You should. You said I should have stayed in the kitchen today. Come on. We all in here together. We all about to get in trouble. I didn't make this cake by myself. Y'all was doing the same stuff I was doing. How many of y'all had an attitude in the last 3 days? Because somebody didn't do something that made you feel away. Be honest. How many of you felt like you've been treated unfairly in the last week? However that is, whether it be your spouse, your friends, your family, your kids, your whoever. You said, girl. Oh, okay. Guilty. Not hands and feet. Oh, okay. So we all in this together then. Y'all didn't have an attitude. Y'all done been angry. And y'all gotta be nice to people that try to hurt your feelings and make you feel away. Okay, we all in this together. You said leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it. Okay then. Okay, so we all in here together then. What you mean? You got a piece of the cake and you got a piece of the cake too. Hello. Crazies. We all in here. You said okay, so I won't roll my eyes. I'll be nice, girl. Listen. Rolls eyes. Right. I won't roll my eyes no more. This part. That's probably why I gotta have another set. Because the first ones I got, I be using them to roll my eyes at people and cut my eyes at people. So you say you don't need them really. You can learn to read Braille. You really don't even need them. And you can still teach and everything. You really don't even need them. You don't. You want to give people the death stare? You don't. You don't need them. You're using them for the wrong things. I'm trying to tell you. I see it. You said, "Can I be nice tomorrow?" I'm trying, but look at here. That one. Listen. Yeah, what y'all thought it was only gonna be me? Nope. You said I can't wear. I can't have wear see out of these four. That part. Listen, this for real. Shoot. You said, "Girl." Uh oh. What that mean? Is I'm at y'all house too? I'm at y'all house too. You said that was me yesterday. Oh. So it's all of us. It's everybody. Hilarious. We all got altitude, so. It's crazy. Always in my house, right on time. Listen, God know what we all need, y'all. He do. That's why I be trying to tell y'all I be going through it. You said, oh. All of Louise, listen, all Louise is going through it. I mean, but think about it. We are all human, are we not? The same spirits are attacking everybody because they know their time is short. They know that there are things that are coming. We listen. I'm just saying we all going through it the same. We are all going through it the same, and that's the thing. We are all human. We all are, and that. I mean, the enemy said that. I mean, the enemy. God said that the enemy was going to attack us every day until we leave this planet. Our mind, our bodies, and our spirits, because He wants us to lose out. So, and it's amplified because again, their time is shorter, right? So, the demons is on their job. You said yes, yesterday and today. Listen, I understand. You got to think though. If the 9/10 that have been locked away are slowly being released, what is it gonna feel like? If the 9/10 of the demons that have been locked away in the earth are being released, and people keep seeing all these phantoms and this and beings peeking over fences and green eyes and beings changing into stuff, so stuff is coming out. You said I'm only human, by Yvonne. Come on, listen, and listen. It's a real thing. There are things that are being released in this earth that have been locked up. Y'all don't think they angry since the flood? You don't think that they're going to be? We've seen it in the movies where the demons is just like right under the earth's crust, and they're like crawling over each other like worms, and all they're ready, they're angry, they're ready to be malicious, and when they let out, it is fury. What do you think is happening right now? God said that at the end times, those demons that were locked up, they was going to be let back out. Look at what's going on. You said they big mad and are. They done been locked up since no one of them got off right a little bit after Mestima and all of them. So they, since the flood till now, they ain't been able. It's only been a little bit. You don't. And they been in darkness too. They done had a long time to be hateful and angry and malicious and think about how they plan to destroy God's earth. Just think about it. And we getting ready to be face to face with some of this stuff. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Y'all okay? I figured y'all might need a little break anyway. I had to go to the bathroom. I probably should have got some more water. It's okay. Y'all all right over there? Everybody okay? I wasn't earlier. I had a little altitude. Just a little bit. Okay. I just want to make sure. Because he definitely be bopping folks on the head. Now, y'all want to get to some fun stuff? Well, I don't know if it's fun, but it's definitely not as intense as what we just had to go through. You said I'm still trying to recover. I was there earlier, but this word is awesome. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. These old bones. Anybody else bones? You said medics are still looking at me. You said I'm okay, just on the floor. Listen, you said listen here. I'm all right. I'm just gonna stay on the floor. I ain't even going. You said let us breathe. Listen, I tried. I went and made me some coffee. That took 2 minutes. I went to the restroom. Tried to give y'all some time to get it together, breathe a little bit. I did. Rika's, you hugging me real tight, Lika? Rika. My baby must. Is she in here? Rika. I got Lika and Rika. Here we go. Yeah. Well, let's go on a scavenger hunt. Would you like to do that? Would that be better? You said yes. I gotta get a real tight neck hug. So let's get your book one out. And well, first, actually, no. Hugs for the fan. Oh, you said God about to roll heaven up like a scroll. Let's get it while we can. That part is. Okay, so look. I should have blew my nose when I was in now. Whatever. I might need to change out that filter. Hold on. My iPad, and I don't even think it's freaking charged. You know what? I'm just gonna do it on here. I don't even got time for that. Y'all, when I tell y'all my internet and my phone is tripping. Okay. I had to text my daughter real quick. Okay, we gonna bounce around a little bit, so I need y'all to go to Daniel 7, NIV real quick, please, on Bible Gateway. I had a very weird dream last night too. I hadn't even been asleep like an hour. Hilarious. Mm-hmm. A very weird dream. It was kind of disturbing. Okay. Let me know when y'all over there. We're not gonna read this whole thing. We just gonna read a couple things out of here. Then we're gonna go to book 1 and book 2 and move around a little bit. Daniel 7, NIV. While y'all getting that, I'ma go get my roller ball for the sole of my foot. Okay. These things be coming in handy. Y'all be using these? No, it's something going on with my internet. Oh, they help. These little ball things, they help real good. Ooh. Okay. So, I need y'all to go to verse 5. Okay. Excuse me. Verse 5. It says, "And there before me was a second beast, which looked like a bear. And it was raised up on one of its sides, and it had 3 ribs in its mouth between its teeth. And it was told, Get up and eat your fill of flesh." There was another animal, I believe in Revelations, that was told the same thing. I believe it's Revelations. It might not be, but I believe it is. Do y'all remember the other animal that was told to eat its fill of flesh? It's a certain type of animal. All different kinds in that. Do y'all remember? Anybody? The birds, the fowls, the vultures. Right? In the Valley of Armageddon, the birds, all the different meat-eating birds. You said, why is Dad been pressing me to read this? And now we're reading it. Here we go. Right? So all the different animals are going to be able to get their fill of flesh. Is that a reversal from what it's been? Do people eat bears? Huh? Do people eat birds? All kinds of fowl. Interesting. Some backward, yeah. Okay. Not just the backwoods. Didn't the Indians eat bear meat too? Daniel 7, verse 5. Now, I know this is talking about different countries and different groups of people, but even in this time, everything in the world is going to be flipped the wrong way, is it not? There are bears and stuff that will attack people and things, and there are other animals that will eat a human, but we were given dominion over the animals, so they were not supposed to be able to do that until we fell, and then some of them could attack us. But it was never supposed to be a thing of animals being able to attack us. We read that in Adam and Eve, right? When we lost dominion over the earth, as far as certain things, right? Because God gave us dominion over the animals, and then after Adam sinned, then that's when the animals could start attacking us, because prior to that they couldn't. But at the end times, the birds and the different wild dogs, the jackals, and all of these different animals, we've even read in other places that it says that the animals are going to start to wonder where are the animals going to start to wander into. Interesting. The human places, the cities. They're going to leave from out of their habitations, out of their habitats, and they're going to come into the cities. Are we seeing that now? You say yes, here in Georgia. Other places too, classy lady. Okay. Interesting. All right. It says, after that I looked, and there before me was another beast, one that looked like a leopard, and on its back it had 4 wings like those of a bird. The beast had 4 heads, and it was given authority to rule. After that, in my vision at night, I looked, and there before me was a 4th beast, terrifying and frightening and very powerful. And it had large iron teeth. It crushed and devoured its victims and trampled underfoot whatever was left. It was different from all the former beasts, and it had 10 horns. Now we know that this is a kingdom, right? We know that this is a kingdom. It's not an actual animal. It is a kingdom. A specific kingdom at that, right? What kingdom is this? Good morning. It's Rome, but it's also right, but another. AC. It's going to be 10 kings, right? And this kingdom is about to destroy everything, is it not? Listen to what it says now. It had large iron teeth, and it crushed and devoured its victims and trampled underfoot whatever was left. It was different from all the former beasts, and it had 10 horns. Did God say that the things that are going to be happening in this 3.5 years while this government is in play are worse than anything that's ever happened from creation until now? What we're getting ready to see so it's going to be a different government from every other government prior to now. From the beginning of time until today. Right? If the earth has never seen anything like it. Right? He said it was going to be like the days of Noah. Well, we've seen all of that with what's going on right now. Well, there's been one world governments before. Didn't Nimrod rule over all the earth? And at one time the Egyptians ruled over all the earth. Hello? There's been one world governments before. This ain't the first time. Because we've read in the Bible that a certain group of people ruled over all the earth. What is that? That's a one world government. You said during the Renaissance times. Okay. So there's been one world government before. This is not the first time. But this one world government is going to be completely different from any other. Interesting. The Greeks, right. It's been several people that conquered the earth, and that was every landmass in one way or another. Down through the lines, down through the line of history, there have been groups of people that conquered all land masses. So there's been one world government before. Hello, Game of Thrones. They did. Okay. But the one world government that's coming is going to be, right, Asia Minor, all of these folks, the Persians, all of these people. Well, we also read that every nationality, not nationality, but group of people from the beginning of time until now have had their time to reign. And now it's just Japheth's turn. Right? Isn't that about the time we're in? It's Japheth's turn to reign? Japheth? Ain't that where we at? No? The sons of Japheth are running right now. They're ruling the... That's what's happening. Okay. Just want to make make sure we out together. Okay. All right. Okay. Can you go to verse 19 for me? Daniel, we just going down to 19. To verse 19. Daniel 7. Hey, it's really getting this snow. Well, good. Thank you for doing your job. Okay, here we go. It says, then I wanted to know the meaning of the fourth beast, which was different from all the others and most terrifying with its iron teeth. Which was with its iron teeth and bronze claws. The beast that crushed and devoured its victims and trampled underfoot whatever was left. I also wanted to know about the 10 horns on its head and about the horn that came up, before which 3 of them fell. The horn that looked more imposing than the others and had eyes and a mouth that spoke boastfully. As I watched, this horn was waging war against the holy people and defeating them until the Ancient of Days came and pronounced judgment in favor of the holy people of the Most High, and the time came when they possessed the kingdom. Who are the holy people? Tell me the definition of righteous or righteousness. Moral rightness, holiness, and living in right relationship with God. The quality of being morally right or justifiable. Hmm. Are you working on being morally right? Acting in accord with the divine or moral law, free from guilt or sin. So, do you have to go to church to be righteous? Because just because you go to church don't mean you got morals. People go to church to learn morals, but that don't mean that they use them. So when God said, or when it says in the Bible that I have never seen the righteous forsaken, does that look different when you look up what righteous or righteousness means? It means I have never seen the people that try to live morally or morally right forsaken, or try to follow God's law forsaken. Hello. Okay. Okay. The people that are trying to follow God's law, not man's law, not what it looks like to man, not what man says salvation is, in a sense of you can just come to church and pay your tithes and be not that bad of a person and you're going to get, no, you are going to have to crucify your flesh, hold your tongue, forgive, think about others before you think about yourself. Think about how your actions affect other people. Think about what type of life you're living in front of other people. You are also going to have to check your own thoughts all the time, while still trying to rebuking your negative thoughts. Okay. Okay. Thank you. So the Antichrist, the one world government, the new kingdom that is coming to crush the people that live morally. Does that make sense, seeing as how Lucifer got kicked out of God's kingdom because he wanted to live or start in a moral way of thinking? Does it make sense that when he comes to rule, Lucifer, when he inhabits this man's body, the people that he's going to want to crush and throw down and make the world hate them, all of the world, is the people that are trying to live the opposite way that he was living when he got kicked out of God's kingdom. Those are the people that he's going after. The people that try to treat people kindly, the people that look out for other people, the people that will take in a homeless person, feed a homeless person. It's against the law in some places to feed the homeless. It's against the law to give them anything in some places. It's against the law to just be homeless. You can go to jail for following the law of God right now, which is to take care of the homeless and the people that don't have nothing to eat, and you give to a man that don't got a coat. I've watched somebody in this classroom taking a whole family, and it blessed me to see it. Come on. Come on. Do you hear me? It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Think about it. It's against the law to help those that have less than you. They're making it to where it's okay to treat somebody badly because it's the color of their skin, where they were born, What? Think about this. God says be friendly to the alien. Because you never know. Some of y'all done let angels into your house. So now they want to treat a person that is not like you badly. Does that go against what the word says? And this is being made a law that it is okay to do this. Huh? God tells us don't have respect of persons. Is that not respect of persons? Is it? If you're this, you can come in here and be treated well. If you're not this, we can treat you hard or refuse you service. Or is this it? No? That's respect of persons, right? And respect of persons is being put into law that it's okay. It is exactly the opposite of what God said about feeding someone, clothing someone, giving them shelter, and going. Okay. So all the laws of God, which help you live a righteous life, God said in the end times it was going to be lawlessness in this last kingdom. And lawlessness is us going against not man's law, but God's law. We get that, right? The Bible says, thou shalt not kill. Right? Thou shalt not kill. What's happening in Sudan? What's happening in Palestine and the Congo, Ukraine, America, Venezuela, Cuba, all of these other places? What's happening? Genocides. Nigeria. Heaps and heaps and heaps of people are being unalived. And they're justifying it by man's law. No? Man's law says those unalivings are justified. Right? The unalivings in Palestine, justified. The unalivings in Sudan and everywhere, hey, justified. Right? Are they justified in God's sight? Killing little babies that ain't did nothing, are they justified? Are they justified in starving the people and the women and the kids and burning down there? Are they justified? Even though God said these things were going to happen, are they justified in doing it? Because they have selfish reasons as to why they're going to do it. So do we live in a time where the righteousness of God, righteousness means following God's law, Are the leaders of our time following God's law? The leaders of the earth. They are taking food from their subjects, if they were a king, when God says don't let nobody go hungry. Take care of the widows, the infant, the people, the people that don't, the fatherless, the sick, the elderly, all of that. Are they doing the opposite? They're taking from those very groups of people. So are they going against God's law in that manner too? So have we entered a time of lawlessness? Because the laws that man is putting into place go against the laws of God. And they're going to be strictly enforced. God says, thou shalt have no other what before me? Okay. Idol, God, idols, and gods. Okay. What is this one world leader about to force people to do, and it is going to be made into law? Is that lawlessness? Does that go against God's law? You said popping right up off the page, idol worship. So all of the laws in the last kingdom are the exact opposite of the laws that God established in the beginning of what we know as earth or this existence. And at the end of this world as we know it in this existence, it is the exact opposite that will be the reigning force right before it is destroyed. The exact opposite. Because death is coming to the world as we know it. Death to our solar system, all of it. Destruction. So doesn't it make sense if God is life and he grows things and he produces things and he has been the reigning force over everything, but now he is going to allow Lucifer to have power, that what we are going to see is the exact opposite of the principles and laws that he put into play at the beginning. The earth was supposed to be bountiful and full and fragrant of all things growing. What's getting ready to happen now when this kingdom is ruling? Everything is going to be burnt. It is going to not grow. It is going to be destroyed. Think about that. All because the laws that are being put into place go against what keeps our world spinning and producing and all of that. How many vegetables you know grow in blood? How many trees you know can be watered with blood? How many watermelons can you grow watering them with blood, queen? How many fish can you keep alive and they swimming in blood? Birds? They gotta get water from somewhere. But if the trees have been burned up with the fire that is going to rain down from heaven, where will the birds get water? Because they can get peck on a little bitty leaf and get water off the dew off the top of the trees. They can do that. But how will you keep the trees alive if everything on earth pretty much depends on oxygen, right? If the rivers and lakes are going to be dried up, burned up, if the oceans are going to be polluted, what can survive that? The moment that God's creation starts to worship the Antichrist, the kingdom that he thinks he's going to reign over, it is going to immediately start to decay. Every part of it. Is this why the ground is opening up? You said the realization is really hitting me. I'm just saying. For real. Okay. Let's look over here. You kind of excited? Pretty cool. We gonna go over to this book's, sorry y'all, because we got a few places we gotta go. What a shame for what? Okay, do me a favor. I need you to get your book one and go to page 763 to the Apocalypse of Daniel. I know we've read this before. We've done a little bit of study in it before. Some of y'all done a lot. It's okay. We're going back. So we just read Daniel in the Bible, and we talked about the fourth beast that's coming, the fourth kingdom that is going to be worse than any of the other kingdoms. It's going, whatever it don't kill and burn up, it's going to trample over it. There's going to be this ruler here that is horrible. We know that. Can you come over here with me? Now, this is where you're going to need your Google. Okay? Real quick, all of the places that are listed on this page, because I looked up most of them, right? I want you to tell me where they are. Some of you have already done it, and it's in your book. Okay? All the names of the people or the places, if they name a region on this page 763, and I'm gonna show y'all. I already did my stuff right here, and it's on my paper in front of me, so don't think I didn't do it. That's what I want y'all to do real quick. Okay? (763). Okay? The Apocalypse of Daniel. There are regions and cities and areas listed in here. Book one. Okay? I'm gonna give y'all some minutes, because this is what I was doing in between the 717 and the 923. This is what I was doing. Okay? Now, I only want you to get basically from 1 to verse 11. From verse 1 to verse 11. The people that are in there, I need you to tell me where those places are. Okay? I've been around. I've been here in the same place. I really want you to write them down on your paper if you can. Interesting. Andean regions of Peru, Bolivia, and Ecuador. Okay. I got a little bit different answer from that. Search it up again if you can. I'll be right back, y'all. Did y'all find the page? 963, book 1. Some of y'all should have some of these researched already. It should be written in your book, because we did a little bit of this before. I can't tell you when, but I know we did. I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. I had to make a phone call. Okay. Y'all got it? $762, y'all, or $763. Y'all looking? You said Axifar seems to be located in Ethiopia. Okay. What else we got? Hey, Pumpkin. Is y'all asleep? Or y'all looking? I know this internet is going in and out. Okay. Okay. I'm not rushing y'all. I just needed to know if y'all was asleep or not. Oh, okay. 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 Well, you know, I know my internet is acting crazy too. My messages aren't sending or anything. You all right? When I was trying to look this up, my internet was like not even working. When I was looking up the answers for myself this morning, it was like taking forever to load. It was a black screen. I said, that's interesting. You saw something on it yesterday. Okay. Interesting. What y'all got on YouTube? You said our internet is sharing with cell towers. They said it's a solar flare too. Which, because my stuff going in and out, my messages ain't sending or nothing, which is real crazy. I put some magnesium in my bath last night. Listen, I went to sleep too fast. You hear me? Too fast. And going again this evening. What y'all got? YouTube. I told y'all we was going on an adventure. saw a TikTok clip about this yesterday. They're collecting heavily for sure, and now it's going to impact service going forward. They're selling a lot. Okay. I was more so talking about the apocalypse of Daniel. Some of the places. Have y'all found any, or do y'all need more? I mean, you could. I know y'all probably writing them down too, but have you all found any? Anything interesting? Rome. Okay. Rome or the Roman Empire? You're talking about the Seven Hills City. Okay. Ishmael is the Arabs. Eastern Roman Empire. Okay. What else y'all got? Smyrna can refer to the ancient Greek cities known as Izmir, a city in modern day Turkey. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So modern day Turkey, Izmir. So we know we need to be looking in modern day Turkey. No, don't take that off, Auntie. That was right. It refers to several current cities, most prominently Smyrna in Georgia, known for approximately Atlanta. Well, oh yeah, that's Auntie. Why you take that off? That was right. You said the Bible says Satan's seat is in Turkey. Interesting. Well, let's keep going because it's some. Marops is Sudan. Interesting. What's happening in Sudan right now? Huh? Genocide. Now, if you go look up Morocco, there's 3 famous people or beings from Morocco. Can you tell me what their names mean? Who lived in Morocco? I don't know if I'm saying that right or not, but y'all get it. Y'all know. Back in the ancient days, who lived there? Hey, Cush. They were the Cushites, but some. Mm, do a little digging for me. It's 3 names. Mm-hmm. Okay, do me a favor. Look up Anostos, Anostos. Anostos. That's the first name I want y'all to look up. What's it say? You got Anastas or resurrection? Interesting. Interesting. It's not what it gave me. Y'all got resurrection too. Anostos came up with resurrection for y'all? Interesting. That's not what I got, y'all. Mm-mm. That's interesting. Because when I looked it up, Merope. Okay, do me a favor. Sorry. Look up Meroe, which was the original name for Merope. Meroe. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I went back and looked up the original name. Meroe was the original name of the city, or it's the name of the city now. Either or. Meroe. What do you find? You find Cush, and what else? Meroe is the capital city of the ancient kingdom of Cush, located at the Nile River. There we go. This is what we're looking for. Meroe is present-day Sudan on the east bank of the Nile River, near the modern city of Shindi. This is what we're looking for right here. Okay. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. This is where I wanted y'all to go. I'm sorry. Meroe should have led you all here. It's near the Red Sea. Very interesting. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. Now, who were some people? It should tell you about 3 giants that lived in the city of Meroe or Cush. What do their names mean? Does it give you guys something there? It's very important. I just thought it was just interesting how what we about to read goes along with some of this. Does it tell y'all about the 3 giants that lived there? And I believe they had cities named after them. Or is they playing with y'all internet? It says Og of Bashan lived there. Interesting. Interesting. Really? That's very interesting. All right. So I got Meropes or Sudan, Merope, city of giants. Okay? It was a city of giants. Merope was a city of giants, right? And there were three famous giants there. It's Og. Okay. Anostos, and it also means a place of no return, a yawning abyss covered in red flames. Hello. Anostos, a place of no return, a yawning abyss covered in red fumes. Okay? The second is Eusebius, right? A city of pious people who live in opulence without hunger or sickness. It made me think of some of Solomon's bloodline going down into those places, and they weren't hungry. They didn't need for anything, right? But the third one, Machimos, a city of fighting people who are born with weapons and are in a state of constant warfare. Okay. Is famine happening in Sudan right now? There is a constant state of warfare in Sudan as well, right? Huh? No? Yes? Ain't that what's happening right now? Famine and genocide? You said some areas in Sudan have been declared to be facing famine conditions since 2024. Parts of South Sudan were declared in famine in 2020 and 2017. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to show y'all something. And then we're going to read in here. It's a reason I want y'all to go look these places up. But I'm going to show y'all something first. Okay? And I know you're like, what is CERCA talking about? Y'all know it's going to come together. I'm going to show y'all a picture. As I was looking up these places, screenshot that. Please. Screenshot this. Y'all got it? All of these people and the places that we looked up is this right here. The Byzantine or the Roman Empire, right? In the olden days. So when I was reading in the Apocalypse of Daniel, and in Daniel, it was talking about this kingdom that's getting ready to come and take over Israel and take over the world and spread out like a cancer and all of this old crazy stuff, right? Which we know is getting ready to happen. But when I was reading in the Apocalypse of Daniel, it was talking about how, why do you say that? What's going on? Okay. It was talking about how the attack, right. The scat. Oh, okay. Here we go. The attack. Now look now. Do you see where Jerusalem is? You see it? If we back out, this Jerusalem right here, it's all red. Right. All of this, right, is the area that we're reading about in the Apocalypse of Daniel. Goes all the way up to Rome. Here's Rome right here. Okay? And it talks about this kingdom that is going to be set up. Okay? Where these kings are going to come against God's holy people. Okay? The reason I wanted y'all to go look up all of those places is because it's all of this stuff right here. Okay? So when you go and you start looking at where these cities are, right? It almost gives you the war strategy of how they're going to come around and where their boats are going to be when they get ready to do the War of Armageddon. I ain't going to say almost. Okay. Who remembers last year and the year before that all kinds of countries were moving their ships to the Red Sea? Do y'all remember this? It's EUSEBES. Y'all remember this? China, Russia. We was reading, we was sending boats over there to the Red Sea. Y'all remember? Y'all remember this? Everybody is taking their sides, right? And this is the area right here that's being described in the Apocalypse of Daniel. Well, there's gonna be sides of this war. Folks is choosing sides in the world war. Okay? But if you look at where it is, it makes perfect sense. As to how this is about to spread out. The specific places named here, they're old names, like a nostos, a place of no return, and a yawning abyss covered in red fumes. Is Sudan burning right now? Rika. I mean Queen. Can you can you tell me what the country of Turkey, what their stance is in this whole WW3 thing real quick? What's Turkey's stance? Who are they siding with? It's important for us to know. I know they're a Muslim country, but I'm saying when they clicking up, who are they allies with right now? Remember that leader who was talking smack against God and died on the spot? He was Turkish. Interesting. Very interesting. Who is the country of Turkey allies with right now? What countries are their allies? Russia, Haiti. You they're allies with Russia and Ukraine? It maintains strong ties with the United States and the West through NATO, but also has a growing strategic relationship with Russia and China. Sarah. So, can you go look at a. I got one. Okay. Is this right? No. Okay. Hold on. About to show you something. Let's look at Turkey. Let's just look, right? Let's just have a look at Turkey. Okay, so right here. You see where Turkey is? You see what we was just looking at right there? You see where Turkey is? You see, we was just looking at this little part right here. This is all of what we was just looking at. I'm about to show it to y'all. Okay, so here's Turkey. Right? I'm showing y'all. And then we was just looking at this little area. That picture that I just asked y'all to screenshot is all of this. It talks, see the little leg right there of Italy and all of this. So as y'all go and read and you look at this picture right here, can you see it? You see it? You see the exact shape, right? You see the little water off on the side of the Caspian Sea. You see it? So the kingdoms that Daniel was describing is everything we see in this red. But if we go look at this area and we go and we get who is an ally and who ain't, we gonna see something as to why they keep talking about peace in the Middle East and where the Valley of Armageddon is and what's gonna happen with that. This is very relevant to what's going on in our international climate with the leaders right now. These names that I just asked y'all to go look up are the places in this red where everybody and all the world leaders are trying to take control of right now. You see, Rome ain't that far. Where is it? This Rome over here somewhere. This Italy, right? This right here is Israel. It's a straight line. You see it? Right on through there. Right? Rome. Israel. Rome. Israel. So if I'm working with these folks and these folks and sorry y'all, it's looking backwards over here. If we working with these folks, we just gonna say this right here, right? Oh, and these folks. And I want to come down and take over the Holy Land. Well, if I wanted to sneak in there, guess whose land it would be pretty good for me to take over or to be in, because then I can just come down this way right here. Right? Is this why they trying to take this? So they can get right here and get right here, this part. So when they get ready to do what they do for Israel, they right across. You see that? Because all the places named, most of them is in either Rome, Turkey, or somewhere where they have easy access to Israel. On the water and on the land. What did it say? That the city is going to be surrounded by its enemies? Ain't that what it said? The city is going to be besieged? On every side, Jerusalem or Israel is going to be surrounded, right? So that means water on one side, land on the other. Well, in reading this, it talks about they're going to come down. The enemies of the north are going to come down with their Prince of Peace, with their King of Peace. Who just got that crown recently? the kings of the north are going to make an allegiance with the prince or king of peace, not our prince of peace, but their prince of peace. And when they do that, they are going to come down the quickest way, which would be through Turkey, to attack the Holy Land. Or God's people, not seeing that the people, y'all know what I'm talking about. Is the we got somebody that just got named Prince of Peace. He's cool with the kings of the north. He is now clearing out the space right next to Israel. Interesting. You said, and Mohammed bin Salman is the crown prince. And he's from where? Iran? Is that the man that was just in the Oval Office? Is he from Iran? Mm-hmm. So if they want to come down, here we go now. Boom, 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 boom. Do you see all of these places are right on the side of Israel? You see that? That way they don't got to go all the way around and come. No. They're just going to come this way. Hello. They're going to come this way right here. They don't want to have to go all the way around. You see it? Turkey, Iran, boom. So if I want to come down this way and all of the kings, I'm just going to come down right here. Boom. Here go Israel right here. How is it that Daniel could tell us about the meetings that we're seeing on the news right now in 2025? About the allegiance that are being put together, the people that are becoming allies, and what they plan to do, in the king of the north that just got crowned the king of peace like in the last couple of years. Talked about Sudan and Rome and all of these places that are in our news right now. Right before the earth is about to have blood up to the horses' bridles. Lawlessness is running through the land. Every single thing that God said is happening or was going to happen when the men of lawlessness were ruling is happening now. You can't feed the homeless. You can't help the homeless. They don't care about the... You said Ben Saul is the one that the orange man told he would interfere in Sudan's war. Interesting. That's why I want y'all to find out where these places is. And then I want y'all to see who their allegiance is with or who their allies are, because it's going to be very important for the book of Daniel. You hear me? The book of Daniel is about right now. Then and now. But right now. The war, the bloodshed that he saw, the kingdoms, it's right now. If you look at Revelation 16 and 17 and the Apocalypse of Daniel 3 and 7, says the same thing. Revelations 16, 12 to 21, and the Apocalypse of Daniel 1, chapter 1, verses 2 and 3 talks about the sons of Hagar going out and the spirit that's on them, going across the Euphrates. So Revelations and Daniel, it was the same stuff happening at this time that we in right now. Talking about all the kings clicking up and coming together to get ready to fight this war. The Euphrates dried up, or is drying up, right? Right now. For the last couple of years, the Euphrates been drying up. And there's going to be a specific place in the Euphrates where these armies of the north that have clicked up with Gog and Magog, which is China and Russia, they're going to march down to this valley. And we're living in a time right now where it's been dried up. This kingdom is going to trample over anything that is in its way. This group, you said I know the Jordan River is almost dry. Uh-oh, auntie. Here we go. Think about it. Major riverbeds have been drying up since we started meeting. Think about it. In Illinois, in Mississippi, in different places, they've been talking about how the riverbanks are dry. That makes sense. If everything gonna be burning, you ain't gonna be able to go get no water to put nothing out. And he said a third or a fourth of the earth is going to burn. The grass, all of this. Hello. Hello. No? Ain't that what he said? So I was reading, no baptismals are happening. I was looking forward to being baptized in the Jordan. Wow, auntie. That's crazy. So they stopped the baptism. Wow. So look, I was reading in the foreword of this book, and listen what it says right here. It says, the Apocalypse of Daniel seems to be primarily dependent on the imagery and language of the Revelation of John. In fact, the overall framework of this apocalypse is reminiscent of the 6th and 7th bowls of God's wrath described in Revelation 16, 12, and 21, and of the fall of the great harlot Babylon portrayed in chapters 17 and 18. In Revelation 16 and 12, we find the idea that the Euphrates River will dry up so that the way of the kings of the east may be prepared. Similarly, in the Apocalypse of Daniel, chapters 1 and verse 2, a bush of the kings of the east may be prepared. A bush restrains the 3 sons of Hagar also dries up. And according to chapter 1 and 3, these 3 figures enter Babylonia, the area around the Euphrates River. In Revelation 16, 13, and 16, 3 unclean spirits go forth to gather the nations of the world to the great and final battle of Armageddon. This brings to mind the 3 armies led by the 3 sons of Hagar against Byzantium. Byzantium is Rome, or the Roman Christian Church. So in the Apocalypse of Daniel and in Revelations, it's saying that these rivers are going to dry up so that all of these armies can get ready to meet in the valley of Armageddon. Who thinks we're close to that? Do you? Auntie? We are close to a government that has never been seen on the earth before. The lawlessness that is about to be spewed into this world has never been seen before. I'm going to give y'all some time to go over the places on the first page of this, okay? Because I got to go make some calls real quick, and I'll come back in maybe like an hour or so, and I want to see what y'all found, because I want y'all to go look at the news, okay? This don't got to be too deep for right now, but I want you to pay attention to where those places are. That map that I showed you, I want you to go look up where those places are right now and see what they're doing in the news right now. It's just a different feel over there. Armed guards in the Holy Land walking where Jesus walked, just not good. That part, Auntie. That part. Okay? So maybe an hour or so, hour and 20, I don't know. In the next 2 hours. Just go look up that map that I showed you. Go look up where that is right now, the cities and all of that, and see what part they are playing in what's happening right now. The countries that are listed, because I looked up a lot of the names and stuff and wrote it down. Okay, it is in the book and it's in my journal too. I want to see what y'all find. I want to see what y'all find in the news. Portia, you can go back to the rewatch and it'll be in there. On YouTube. You're welcome. Okay. So, hour and 30, no more than 2. And then y'all tell me what y'all find about that area, the specific area right there. Okay? Because it's vital information for what's coming towards us. Okay? For real. Look up the names of the cities and what they mean to, please. Who used to live there, what they believed in, what they did, as much as you can find about that area, who used to be there, what gods they served, all of that. I need y'all to look into it because it's very important for right now. Okay? The Apocalypse of Daniel, book 1, page 963. I'm sorry, not 963. I keep saying it, 763. I guess I did probably say 963 before. 763. Okay, I love y'all.